Hi everybody, Ford Video Guy here with doing another video. It's been a while since we did a video. I think the last one we did was covering some of the things that we had planned for the Bronco, and also covering my tool bag, what's in my tool bag, which is very convenient. I actually used it yesterday, put together a ping pong table for my grandsons. Anyway, so I might use it from time to time. But in this video, I want to kind of highlight a couple other things, because I think at the time I was working on this GMRS radio. Oh, by the way, if you're not subscribed, this channel is all about doing things with my personal Bronco, adventures with the Bronco, modifications to the Bronco, which I'm kind of running out of modifications because my pocketbook's running a little dry right now. But so we're not doing too much right now on those. This is why we haven't had a lot of videos on this. But check out, but make sure you're subscribed if you do like content like that. Hit that notification bell, because we're getting into event season and we're going to do some off-roading. So if you like some of that content, make sure you're subscribed with that bell notification turned on. But also, if you're wanting just exclusive Bronco Sport information, I do a Built Wild Wednesday video series on our Lon MacArthur channel. So make sure you go to that channel and check it out if you want that kind of content, and just save the playlist. If you don't want to, follow Lon MacArthur and some of the other channels or whatever, you can actually save that playlist, and the videos get added each week to that playlist. So anyway, want to kind of point that out, because there's a lot of content I think I do there that really could belong on this channel, but it's more informational video for Lon MacArthur and such. So let me turn this around. Here we go. So the GMRS radio, this Midland radio, we had this installed recently, and I went a different route on this. I didn't hardwire this in, so I'll kind of talk to you and show you a little bit, but you'll see that the power cord is coming out there, and it's tucked underneath here. And if you look closely, it's actually peeking out right here, and I have that plugged right in to the power point. So that's what they give you with the radio, is that there. And a lot of people are doing is they're clipping that off and they're hardwiring it into one of their auxiliary switches, which I could do. I got auxiliary switches. One of the things I didn't realize is that there was actually a hole behind the pedals where I could have taken the cords through, and I didn't know that, and I probably would have done that if I'd realized that. I actually ran my antenna, this antenna, I ran it actually down through there and found a way in and through here and behind the glove box, and have that coming around. In fact, most of the extra wires are actually back behind the glove box. You can't see them right now. Anyway, they're back up there behind the glove box, actually tucked away in there. But that's kind of what I did. And one of the reasons, and then I mounted it right here. So I know Mountains to Metal has a bracket. In fact, I paid for the bracket, and it was over 30 days, so I didn't return it, because you get a 30-day policy on that. But we'll chat with them at Supercell and see if I can exchange it for something else. But the reason I kind of went with this, and this is just double-sided tape on there, is that I can take that off if I want to and put this in my Expedition if I want to go off-roading with it, because we're getting a trimmer, I believe. And it comes with two antennas. So not only did I get this antenna here, but I also got another antenna. So I could always put that antenna on the Expedition, hardwire that in, and do the same thing, and just be able to take this out with that wire tucked right there, and that being positioned there. Then I can easily be able to take that and put it in the Expedition if I want to. So anyway, some thoughts there. But anyway, and then I got the bullet point. Of course, I've had that before. I did a video on that, but I bought another extension for that, and a thing for the radio to go right in there. And it works great. I used it actually at Hidden Falls, which we're going to do a video on here in just a little bit, but works great. But before I do that, let's talk about something that I purchased. I've been wanting actually one of these, and you guys can see my messy car and everything, but Primo Workz. So I've actually been interested in these, and we're going to show you and demonstrate on this passenger seat. Man, I really need to clean my Bronco. But Primo Workz, they make these little armrests that go right here. Now, if you're like me, when I'm driving, I like to set my arm right there on that while I'm driving. I don't know if the rest of you do or not, but that's just hard plastic under there. And this Primo Workz gives you an option to be able to kind of put this armrest on there. So it gives you an armrest. They make some that are like this that have zip pockets, right? And then some other pockets right here. Some of them have cup holders in them. I don't think I'd ever put my drink right there, because there were several times where I actually bumped this with my elbow, and if I had a drink there, that could have been bad. But so my question was whether or not I would like it for a trip. So I put it on there, and when I first got it in there, I said, okay, that's pretty cool. So yeah, I think I'll like that. And then I closed the door once and realized that it just falls right onto my seat. So I don't know, am I doing something wrong, everybody? But I don't see anything that attaches it, nothing that keeps it on there. I don't know, but that's one of the downfalls and one of the negatives that I had to this. Also, I didn't really find anything that I could put in this. I'm like, well, my phone can kind of sit in there, but I do have a place for my phone on my console. I'm not putting anything in those. So what I find myself doing is when I don't think this is something I'm using on a daily basis. In fact, I'm not, but I'm using it for long trips, and I really do like it. My wife really doesn't do that when she's not driving, but I have, so I just probably only need one of those. But when I'm done and I get where I'm going, and before I get out, I just move it and I just set it right up here on my dash, and then I go ahead and get out. And then when I get in, shut the door, since it's right in my way anyway, I remember to go ahead and put it on the door. So let me know if you're somebody that has one of those. So I'm kind of on the fence on this. I like it, but there's some things I don't like about it. So I can't give it a full thumbs up because there are some downs to it as well. But again, that's just my opinion, and you make your own opinion. I just want to kind of clue you into some things that I noticed with it when using it. But so I kind of want to highlight that and talk about that and whether or not that is something that I'll use too often. Like I said, I'll be taking a trip to Bronco Super Cel in Tennessee, so I'll be there. If you guys are going to be there, drop it down in the comments and let me know you're going to be there. Maybe we can meet up. But yeah, we'll be going there, so I'll be using it on the way to Tennessee. 14-hour drive for us, so looking forward to that. That'll be fun. Don't think I'm going to do anything or that I'm going to add before now and then, but I will be probably talking to IAG when I get there. I do have a couple skid plate things that I want to take care of. When I actually got some skid plates from them and ordered them, I wanted some for the trailing arm as well as the rear shock, and those two, and they sent me the rear shock and the lower control arm in the front. So I went ahead and I'm like, well, I told them, I said, you know what, I'll keep this. I can't get the other one in time before, at that time, going to Bronco Super Cel in Colorado. I said, that's fine, I'll just get the trailing arm later. So when we get the Super Cel, I'll probably have that installed. And then also I do want to see if the ARB front skid plate can be switched out with the AIG one and still work with the rest of the skid plates from ARB. So I guess we'll have to see. So hopefully they can work with me and take that off and see if it'll work. And then if it doesn't, then no harm, right? So then I don't have to purchase it. But those are probably some things I'm going to talk about with them, and we'll see what else. I'm thinking of getting some Molly systems on the wall of the cargo area. So we'll maybe talk to Mountains to Metal about that, and maybe see who else has that too while I'm there. And there was something else. Oh, lights. We're gonna look at different companies that have lights and see. I want to get 2 fog lights that are amber for the Bronco, and I think we're gonna put them on the A-pillar instead of the front bumper. The wife really likes that brush guard on there, so, and I'm kind of fond of it too now at this point. So we're gonna look at maybe doing either a second one up here in the A-pillar or replacing this one with the one just facing straight out. So, because I don't think I've ever turned this one on for the ditches. But anyway, stay positive, be kind to one another, be kind to yourself. We'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.